Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming, and today we're checking out LEGO Dimensions Level 2 Story Meltdown at Sector 7G. Now, I'm sure you already figured it out by the title, but the level trophy achievement is Chroma Simpson, and yes, we are playing the Simpsons level for the main starter pack of LEGO Dimensions. Now, we are going to get a gold brick for completing the level, but we're going to save all the other shenanigans for free play. Real quick, I wanted to point out we did move the old toy pad camera down to the bottom left because all of the toy pad requirements on screen are shown on the right-hand side, right where we had the toy pad before, so we moved it to the left. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into the portal and get to the Simpsons.
Oh!
Where are we?
And why does everything look strange? Enough TV. Let's figure out why we're here.
Hey, Batman, why so sniddious? Huh? All right, we're going to start off by attacking the couch in the back, and we're going to have to make sure we switch to Wild Style and move the Wild Style toy tag to the spot indicated on your toy pad, which will then use the relic scanner and reveal a nice grapple hook. Then switch to Batman and get your spam on and pull it out. And I'm behind already, but Gandalf uses his magic to levitate that record player over and play a nice little tune for us. And once that pows out, it gives us the last of the bricks needed in order to build the old vehicle speedway ramp. And we'll hop in with any character and go ahead and get the old pew right out the front window. And once we get out back, we find ourselves in the backyard of the Simpsons house. And we find a tree house. I believe that is, what is his name? Christmas? Isn't it something like that? Christmas? But anyways, roll around, get some studs, but walk up to the old sand castle or sand box here, and it'll trigger another little cutscene.
Interesting. The markings on this device appear to be the same as on the shift keystone. Perhaps they're linked. Someone's trying to help us.
All right, we now have access to the shift keystone, giving us the ability to teleport to the different areas based on colors. Here we're going to go ahead and grab Wild Style and move her up to the yellow portal up there. The only problem was I was not controlling Wild Style. I was still in control of Gandalf. So I moved Wild Style up to the top, and then Wild Style automatically runs back down because I didn't have control. So I switched to her, and then I'm going to go ahead and move it one more time back up there. Pew! All right. We are through, and we're going to go ahead and press this box of goodies down the little checkerboard path here, eventually pushing it off the side, and booyakashow, down below on the old poor doggy's doghouse. And we're going to go down below now, and you probably notice there's two other portals, and we're going to go ahead and use those here in a second. Next one we're going to use is going to be that pink one up top. This is going to give us the ability to ride down the rooftop, slide down, and grab the gutter here and destroy what's left of the gutter system there. And that gave us a few more bricks. But now there's one last little portal area we need to teleport to, so we'll go ahead and grab Wild Style and move her up to the top of the treehouse, which will then collapse because apparently Wild Style needs to go on a diet. And all right, the last of the bricks tumbled down, and we're going to go ahead and build those up. You do have to kind of go over by the back door patio in order to build this up. At least we did. It was kind of a problematic situation for us trying to build it over by the sandbox. So get over here, and you actually build up a nice trampoline. You can slide your way across her. Shimmy, 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 cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, wah. All right, we're going to get all the way over and hop to the top of the chimney. And it's going to actually cue us a little cutscene, so shh, down in front.
Batman!
going on?
I don't know.
Here we go again.
So we now find ourselves plummeting to our doom. Actually, we're just free falling. We'll go ahead and grab a bunch of studs on the way down, and eventually once you get to the blue circles, it actually cues this little platform that we land on. I believe it's a task manager. I think that's what those were called. On the first top here, we're going to go ahead and destroy all 3 of the little, I don't know what they are, little vents, which give us nothing but studs. Then switch on over to Wild Style if you're not already controlling her. Use the relic scanner by moving her toy tag to the indicated spot on the toy pad, which will then give us access to beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. That's right, a computer terminal. It's going to transform and roll up? I don't know. Anyways, it gives us the old terminal here, which we can then hop on and activate. And at this point, it's going to go ahead and give us a little message telling us that self-destruction is imminent. And we got to watch out for that because it's going to go booyakashow. Basically, what happens is the ground below us explodes and we go back to our free fall. All right, more studs, and again, it's the same routine. You got a couple silvers and a couple golds, and then once you see that blue stud circle, make sure you're pressing the X or A button to speed up your flight down, and you'll go ahead and grab those blue studsies. Once you get on the next platform, destroy the 3 little, I don't know what they were. They had little red circles, like, I don't know, bullseyes perhaps? And build those guys up, and to the side rails here, I'll show you why you need the side rails. Because it's quite the task to get up on the old vehicle treadmill without them. So we're going to go ahead and build those up to help ensure that we can get right up on there and spin them treads around. Yeah, here we go. Vroom, vroom, vroom. All right, get up in there and pew. All right, so once you get this next one up, it's going to be the same thing again. Another computer terminal pops up, and we're going to hop out and beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. We're going to press that button, and guess what? Another self-destruct sequence. But before we can access it, we actually have to switch on over to Batman and use our grapple hook to rip down the old, I guess the nub? I don't know. It breaks down into a bunch of pieces. We build those up into the computer terminal, and now we can go ahead and press the button to make it go boom. All right, another message brought to you by Lord Business. That's funny, he can't say the Samson. Oh, self-destruct in 3, 2, booyakashow. All right, so here we are. We're going to find ourselves falling yet again. Ready? Oh, here we go. And one last free falling. Now keep in mind, if you do press the X or the A button, it will speed up your flight down, and it will give you a better chance of getting that blue circles of studs. Blue circles? Blue circles. All right, so now we have a couple of shooting robot boxes. We're going to go ahead and use our Batarang to target them. You could also use Gandalf's staff, I believe, to target and pew, pew, pew them out of the air. Once they all fall and plummet to their doom, you're going to have to switch on over to Gandalf and use his magic of levitation to go ahead and lift up the old computer terminal here. So here we go, the third and final terminal. Watch out for that birdie. He's flying around there. Yeah, there are 5 birds that kind of hover around these different platforms, and you can take them out for, I believe, a mini kit, but that is not confirmed yet. It might be some studs. All right, there's an indication here that we need to switch to Wild Style and use her relic scanner. You may need to move her on the toy pad in order to activate it. We did that, and it revealed 2 little grapple points. So we tried to target both of them to pull them both at the same time, but for whatever reason, it didn't work out. I don't know if we failed or if that's just not something you can do. But either way, grapple them both, and wait for it, booyakashow. Oh, and would you look at what we've got here? We've busted open the cube, giving us access to get down and inside. We're going to switch on over to Gandalf and get on that platform to use his magic. You can see the stars floating around up there. We use it. We go ahead and deflate that tube. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we'll go ahead and leave that for the imagination. Well, and over on the left-hand side, you might have noticed this little red target thing to smash again. Smash it, build it up, and we get yet another shift keystone. This one gives us access to 3 portal points within the cube here. We're going to go ahead and grab Gandalf and move him over into the blue area to drop him on the platform on the far right, giving us access to 2 more of these tubes. I'm not sure what they are. Some sort of motor, something that's like, I don't know, gas line maybe? I'm not exactly sure. Anyhow, oh, no, it is. It's a turbine fan. That's what it is. I think. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments below. Either way, once you get both of them, it gives you a little cinematic scene indicating that the force field has been removed from the computer on the lower level. We're going to go ahead and move Gandalf by switching him to the pink spot, and it moves us there, and beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, one last time, and we hear one last little message from Lord Business before we cue to a nice little cutscene. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
This says that we're heading towards Springfield Nuclear Power Plant. That was our brakes.
It's not selling out. It's co-branding. Co-branding!
Ow! What do you suppose these infernal contraptions want here?
Wild Style, your scanner.
There's something at the other end of the plant. Maybe the keystone.
Let's check it out.
Woohoo! We are inside the old radioactive plant here, the nuclear plant that is, and there's homie up there being lazy like we always knew he was. And hold on tight, we got one more quick cutscene to figure out what's going on.
What do I do? What do I do? All right, Brain. It's all up to you. Check core temperature. I just pressed this button.
Gee, thanks, Homer. Right off the bat, we find ourselves trapped, needing to get across that green goo, and we see there is a master build spot, so go ahead and grab Wild Style and move her around on the toy pad on the 3 indicated spots, and once you get them all, she'll build it up all quick stuff. And look at that, it's a grapple point, so of course we know that Batman can go ahead and handle that. Of course, if you guys are playing with extra characters, you don't have to use Batman, Wild Style, or Gandalf for these. These are just who we're using for the main starter pack set. So after the grapple hook is pulled, it actually dumps out the old shift keystone again. And right off the bat, you probably noticed that there's a switch we have to switch over in the yellow up top there. So we grab Batman and we go up top, except for there's some steam coming out preventing us to get to that switch. So we then realize we actually need to get down below into the pink area. So that's where you want to move Batman or your character, whoever you're controlling. You want to move him inside there. Follow the on-screen prompt there to go ahead and spin your left stick around clockwise. Once you get it correctly, it'll drop the pressure, thus relieving the steam and giving us access up top. So grab your character of choice and make him go right up top to the yellow portal again and make your way to the end and flip that switch. That's right. Once you flip the switch, it actually drains the green goo and gives us, well, it's kind of access across. It's a little sketchy if you ask me. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that would sink down, you know, just physics itself. A grate on liquid, yeah, probably not safe. And all right, there's old Mr. Burns up there changing the whole safety signs there. That can't be good. Days without otherworldly invasion, 0. That's right, we're being invaded by somebody. We're not quite sure who yet. At least in story, we're not. We know who it is. But keep on keeping on, make your way across. We find ourselves all the way over, and there's an acrobatic wall that Wild Style can get up. Right up at the top of it, there's not only 1 of 5 of the green goo cans, but there's also a silver box that can be destroyed and built up into a lever, which happens to be the first of 3 levers we need to pull. So we're going to jump and pull up all 3 of those, which then redirect the steam and kind of, I don't know, toot the horn over here and make the lids pop up. Not exactly sure what that big Duplo-looking block up top flashing colors were, but hopefully we'll figure that out soon. Once you get all the way up to the top, though, it'll cue another cutscene.
This is my chance to show everyone how professional I am.
Now, I could be wrong, but I'm not exactly sure Homer's helping his case any. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and keep on keeping on here. We find ourselves coming to kind of a block in our path, and we find this little dark room. Now remember, Gandalf's staff can actually light up dark rooms, so once you get close enough, it should indicate by adding some lightning bolts next to your staff. Go ahead and move Gandalf to the toy pad spot indicated that's flashing, and once you do that, it'll actually reveal some pieces that can be built up into yet another shift keystone. So I guess it's not another, it's the same one we keep repeating, but go ahead and grab one of your characters and move them up into the yellow shift zone. Once you get up there, push the box down, giving us the first piece of bricks that we need, and we're going to go ahead and build those up into some sort of like, looks like a joystick perhaps, but we're going to go ahead and move Gandalf over to the blue shift portal now. And over here we find these two silver cores, look like some sort of power perhaps. We're going to blast them both, and once we do, it actually makes things go all sorts of gunny bag. And look at that, it stops the old dun, 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 dun. You know, like the old, I don't know, maybe you guys aren't old enough from Looney Tunes reference. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and use Gandalf to teleport him through into the pink shift portal. But all of a sudden we realize that that's not where we wanted to be. It's the pink portal we want, but we actually have to move it with Gandalf's magic. So make it move down the track that it, I guess, is provided for us. And once we get it all the way up top, go ahead and grab Gandalf and move him up top again. So I did not show you the toy pad that time. My bad, but you know what we're doing. So once you get all the way through there, it's, look out, it's a security cam. And where have you been, Batman? We haven't seen you in a while. But we got a little indication here that Batman can actually be moved over to the left side of the toy pad. And once we do that, look at that, he goes invisible. So that's pretty cool. So we can sneak all the way through and flip that switch, which deactivates the security system and also opens the door, which takes us away.
So what I'm saying is, why didn't you just cut a bigger hole?
Lord business.
Wild style. It was you meddling. Hey, I'd love to catch up, but I have to grab something and then destroy you and your friends. Okay?
Get the elephant.
I'm not normally a praying man, but if you're up there, please save me, Superman! Oh my gosh, space aliens, don't eat me! I have a wife and kids! Get out!
Right, that's the grabbing done. Now, what was the other thing?
Well, it was nice of you guys to drop in, but I don't have time to play. I'm a little busy.
So we find our heroes needing to get across the room to save Homer, but we're kind of stuck on this platform with these 3 gold things here. We're going to just stand behind them because Lord Business has the heat ray, and he's going to go ahead and melt down these 3 gold boxes, or I guess whatever you want to call them. In between each box, though, there is a little round of baddies that gets thrown out at you, so take those guys out and make sure you get behind the next gold box, or I don't know what you want to call him, but either way, he'll go ahead and move that heat ray, and booyakashow. 2 down, 1 to go. I tried to get up on top again, but did not work out in my favor. And a couple of bad guys, give him the old cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. And grab the studs if they drop any. And last but not least, the 3rd gold, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words for what it is. All right, booyakashow. All 3 of them are now destroyed, and you can see here there's actually a master build moment. So switch on over to Wild Style, grab her, and move her around on the toy pad into the areas indicated. And we went top, left, right. It may be a little different for you, but I'm pretty sure it's all the same. And she builds up this nice little cannon here. We can flip the switch by getting in the circle and pressing the button indicated, and look at that. Ew, it's goo! Alright, we have to repeat this process a couple of times. He uses his heat ray to destroy it, and then the ceiling comes tumbling down and gives us a whole new area of attack. But yet again, another master build here. So we get attacked and we get a little sidetracked for a second here. And watch out, that green goo will melt you. But go ahead and get in the circle and press the icon indicated, and then again move Wild Style around on the toy pad. And it'll give you the 3 colors, and once you get all 3 of them, boop, 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 boop. All right, here we go, and boom. Another switch to flip. And boy, Lord Business sure does have an evil stare, huh? All right, flip that switch and more green goo will knock over Lord Business. He will use his heat ray one more time to go ahead and destroy our little contraption. And now over on the left-hand side, this time we find ourselves with some bouncing bricks. So we get over there and build them up real quick, which happens to be the old shift keystone again. So we'll go ahead and activate that by pressing the button indicated. For us, it was square. And then we get 3 more portals that we can teleport through. So we're going to go ahead and hop on to the blue one first. It really doesn't matter, I don't think. You definitely need to flip both switches, and then there is a grapple hook up in the middle there too. So we went blue, next we go pink, and then we switch on over to Batman, and we get that grapple hook up in the yellow. So, oh, to the yeah. What do you guys think about this game so far? I know a lot of you have been talking about it. A lot of you said that you weren't going to get it because it was too expensive. Have any of you changed your mind now that you've seen it, or is it still the same case? Is there anything that you'd like to see? Any requests or anything? Let us know by dropping a comment down below. Meanwhile, I switched to Batman, and now I've used the yellow shift portal to go ahead and get up top. And then, of course, use the old grapple hook to complete the tube to drop the last goo and take us to a cutscene.
Tell him it's showtime. Look at that, right into my hand.
Hey, get your own pants.
Hey, it's been great seeing you again, Wildstyle, but I have somewhere less exploding to be. You know what to do.
Ha ha ha, look at that, it's Mr. Burns' office. And inside we actually find a couple of blue studs hidden behind either side of the desk, or each side of the desk. And we find a couple of piles or pallets of boxes, and we're going to go ahead and destroy them and build them up into 3 different color pads. This is actually giving us light and showing us, or introducing us to the new Chroma puzzle that'll be involved in your toy pad. So we'll get to that a little bit more in a second, but once you get the 3rd one built, it does take us away again.
Roll up and witness the hysterically hilarious, the riotously ridiculous, the marvelously mirthful me. Well, if it isn't my old pal Batsy.
Joker.
Ding ding ding! 1 point to the Dork Knight. But can you tell me what this is? Too late! My experts say it's a power unit. So, let's see if it's got enough juice to wake up an old friend of yours, Batbrain. Ooh, I think it does.
Joker, what are you doing? Oh, not this again. Doc!
Ready for round 2?
Ooh, it's the final battle with the Joker. All right, he's got his big old Joker robot. We're actually going to take Wildstyle because she can jump a little bit higher, and we're going to clear these flames over on the left-hand side. Now, we totally failed at avoiding the first swipe here, but you can get knocked down quite a few times, and it can become pretty annoying, if I'm being honest. And so we found that we can get over here, not only smash a bunch of these desks and cabinets and such, but we also get a bunch of studs. And we're also going to show you where one of the mini kits are. We're not going to grab it, and we're not even going to actually expose it totally on screen. But if you push this air vent all the way down, it'll actually blow the lid up on the upper level there, which then presents the mini kit floating up above, and you can jump up and grab it. So, all right, once you get through the wave of swipes there, the Joker will then throw these 3 sets of teeth out. Take out the bad guys and all sets of teeth. And I'm sure Dennis wouldn't be happy about that, but knock them, pow them right in the kissa, build up the parts into the shift keystone again. And we'll go ahead and activate it by pressing the icon indicated, and then we'll go ahead and move the character of choice up top. And in this case, basically what you want to do is you want to get to the portal of where the Joker is so you can give him the old cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. And once we do that, he takes off, but he leaves a bomb behind. And I haven't waited long enough to see that if the bomb blows up, it'll hurt you or what. But my guess is that it does. But we destroyed it right away, rebuilt it into a bigger bomb, which then blows up. And it's the first of 3 bombs that we need to destroy the big Joker robot with. Now, in the second wave here, the Joker has this crazy, like, toxic heat gaze ray. And you definitely want to stay out of that. But we wanted to point out on the right-hand side over here that there is an item that requires a character we do not have yet. And if you walk up to it and hit the button with the eye on it, the little info button, it'll actually show you not only what characters can do it, but it gives you the details about the character, which pack it comes in, and all that. So I thought that was a really nice addition to this game, being that not all characters are included with the game, like all previous LEGO versions. So, all right, after a series of toxic eye rays, or I'm not sure what that is. It's not pink eye. It's green eye? I've never heard of green eye. But he'll end up shooting 3 more sets of teeth. We'll go ahead and give them the old treatment and go ahead and build up the pieces into the shift keystone yet again. And once we get that all built up, as you know, we'll have to teleport up above. This time, it's going to be the blue one because he's over by the blue portal, huh? All right, so go ahead and move your character of choice over to the blue pad. In my case, I get up there, and I'm pretty sure Wildstyle gets got. Oh, no, that was earlier. Another time, perhaps. But again, just go ahead and pow him right in the kiss. He drops a bomb, and go ahead and destroy the bomb, rebuild it, and then get on out of there. All right, so 2 of 3 waves done. He does use his little eye gaze there to go ahead and, I guess we'll call it the mean mug. How about that? He uses his mean mug to destroy our shift keystone and continues to try to get us with that mean mug. But now we actually get a taste of something new. He actually has this weird, like, pink goo that he spews out. And not exactly sure where or why, but, you know, it's like the old flower. Hey, you want to smell my flower? And then you get squirted in the face. Kind of that deal, but this has got like a pink toxic goo. Apparently only certain characters can go into it. We're not going to worry about it too much. We're going to wait for him. He does 3 waves of the pink goo, and then he shoots out his 3 little dancing teeth again. And then, of course, 6 bad guys hop out. We take care of them, and then rebuild the pieces from the teeths back into the keystone for one last shifting moment here. And this time he's down on the blue, but he's changing. He's going to go up and over to the yellow. So we're going to go ahead and grab our character and shift up to the yellow portal. But there we go. That's the one I was talking about earlier when I said Wildstyle got powed. It was Batman, and he got destroyed. But go up there and give him the old cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. He'll drop one last bomb. We'll go ahead and take out the bomb, rebuild the pieces into a better bomb, and we'll get on out of there one last time. That's right. Jump to your safety. All right, now down below, you can see that it destroyed our keystone, but it's actually going to provide a relic scan point. So grab Wildstyle, scan the point, and then switch back over to Batman, use your grapple hook, grab that grapple hook, spam the button until it takes us away to the cutscene. I actually had a problem, as you can see here. I couldn't quite target the old grapple hook here. I kept getting in the fire or falling off or whatever, but I finally get it, and I spam that button, and Calgon, take us away.
Ooh, this looks valuable. Hi, I'm going to need a taxi from the roof of Springfield Nuclear Power Plant. Oh, never mind. One's here. Be seeing you around.
I'll take that, thank you. Shall we?
Booyakashow! Chroma Simpson Trophy Achievement is now ours. The level is complete, which will give us the ability to return back to this level and play it in what we know as free play. And as you can see, we got a handful of studs, but not quite the requirement for this. And we did not get the minifig in peril, nor did we grab any of the mini kits. We're going to save those for the free play videos. And we did get a gold brick for completing the level, though, so that's nice. But that will go ahead and wrap up LEGO Dimensions Level 2 Meltdown at Sector 7G. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click that like button. Feel free to subscribe and tell your friends all about us. If you guys have any questions, suggestions, or requests, feel free to pump them on over to our social media pages, which all of those can be found in the comment section down below, or I guess video description is the more appropriate. But yeah, feel free to head on over to Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below. And of course, you know, O to the end, because that's how we roll. And I've got lots of work to do, so I'm going to go ahead and get to the next video. Again, like I said, if you guys have any random requests or any suggestions for us, please let us know. And as for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time,